one, teacher can go and test them in the small group. And on the right side is a statistic of how Cambodia kids study at home. We got the information from 63 teachers in Siem Reap province. At the result, 73% teachers take them by phone, 22% test them in a small group, and only 5% the students study with the video on TV. Next slide, Sika, please.
Yes, thank you. The next slide, we would like to show you about the percentage of students who can learn from home. This bar chart are collection of data from 63 teachers of the different schools in Siem Reap. And we can see many students cannot study from home. Kema, please.
Why the student cannot study from home? Before we spend many time to research about this problem, we can get four problems in this situation. The first one is poverty, the second one is lack of technology skill, the third one is lack of motivation for study, and the last one is internet connection. After we know all these problems, we want to solve it, but the next presenter will tell you about the solution. Ami, please.
Okay, next, I will introduce how to approach the issue. Those four barriers for Cambodian education are all associated with economic issues. So what we suggest here is fair trade to get money for supporting Cambodian education. Then we conducted a survey which is asking for how many people have a knowledge about fair trade. Do you know this logo? This is our SDGs logo. So obviously, a lack of interest in international supporting system is one of the current issues in Japan. Next, Moi will talk more about fair trade.
Okay, I will explain how to do fair trade in Japan. In Japan, there are already some organizations that do fair trade with Cambodia. For example, handmade shop Maki Maki in Tokyo. I think we can cooperate with this kind of organization, and we can sell fair trade products in school festival or on the internet.
Now we are going to talk about our plan to solve the education problem. In our mind, what we want to do the most is to share some smartphone to support the student in this pandemic, because smartphone is easy to use in online classes. In contrast, in the rural area where there is no phone service and really far from the local area, we want to share the television instead of it, because the television doesn't need the internet service to work on. Our second plan is to suggest a free internet offer. One community, one router. This plan is to support the students who are difficulties with internet issues. Next plan, next presenter, next slide, please.
Thank you. And our third plan is to use a small amount of money from fair trade to buy some study materials like books, pens, pencils, extra for supporting poverty students who could not afford all of this material while studying online during this pandemic. And the last solution of our plan is to share some technology such as computer and projectors for the school where is a lack of technology. Because after this pandemic, we want to see our kids could enjoy learning with a technology method in the future. Moi, please.
As we mentioned, in Japan, many young people don't know about fair trade mark. So to boost the recognition of fair trade mark, we came up with two ideas. First one is use social media and share information about fair trade. Second one is invite the organization that sells fair trade product to school festival. Next, please.
In conclusion, Japan and Cambodia have each different problems. For these problems, our idea is fair trade. Use the profits of them for improving education of Cambodia. We think this idea would be good for each country. In Japan, we can provide opportunities to know about fair trade, and in Cambodia, we can help people who engage in traditional work. We think education is the most important thing for achieve SDGs. Here are references. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your listening. Do you have any question?
If everyone have any question, feel free to ask.
Thank you, Sakashita Nanai-san. Do you have any other example of fair trade product?
Okay, I'm gonna answer the question. There is a Cambodian pepper, and Japanese people love to cooking, so we can introduce Cambodian black pepper and encourage fair trade. Thank you for question.
Thank you for the second question that asks that if some people do not have internet or TV, is there any solution? Because this is our main problem. We don't have the internet and TV. So as we show you already that we will have a fair trade that can support, that can get the money to support and buy some that material to support the student while they don't have the TV or internet issues. And also the question that asks how important is the participation of the private sector is making your project successful. Our main sector is our cooperation. The first, we would like to be a good cooperation with Japanese and Cambodia, and then we make a plan to do a fair trade as we have to boost. And my friend already tell that we still have some solution that can boost our solution can get it. As an example, we have a Instagram in Japanese, so that kind of the solution that we can make people in Japanese know about our problem a lot and they can share it. And in Cambodia also, we also Facebook page that can have the students who have difficulties with that, and we also the community that can have also share the information to us like these students have difficulties with this problem. They cannot study, so we can go to that community and save them. Thank you so much.
Time is up. Thank you for your nice presentation.
Thank you so much.